Hello dear students, myself Rupa Muthu from Department of Chemistry, Basveshwar Science College, Bangalore. Today we have to perform the experiment estimation of phenol volumetrical. The name volumetrically indicates that the amount of solute present in the given solution that should be calculated by volumetric method. So in this experiment there are main two-step titration. First one is main titration and second one is blank titration. Main titration indicates end point of the reaction. Blank titration indicates the errors in future experiments. So first this flowchart gives a blank titration procedure. So first step is the given solution means the unknown given solution is taken in the volumetric flask. That solution is diluted up to 250 ml. Then pipette out 25 ml of that solution in a stopper bottle and add 50 ml of water to that stopper bottle because the solution is completely diluted. After that add 5 ml of concentrated HCl because to maintain acidic nature. After that add 0.1 normal brominating mixture till pale yellow color persists. Because the volumetric analysis means the estimation of phenol volumetrically, it is mainly based on the principle bromination method. That's why we have to add brominating mixture to that solution till pale yellow color persists. After that we have to add extra 5 ml of brominating mixture because 1 mole of phenol solution consumes 3 moles of bromide molecules. That's why we have to add extra 5 ml of brominating mixture. After that add 10% of Ki. So usually Ki is used in the iodometric titration. That's why we have also called as this titration is iodometric titration. So after that whenever we have to add brominating mixture, at that time the color will be colorless to pale yellow color. After we have to add 10% of Ki solution to that solution, the color will be changed pale yellow to reddish brown color. That solution is immediately titrated against 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution till pale yellow color persists. Means reddish brown color is converted into pale yellow color. After we have to add starch indicator. So till pale yellow color is converted into dark blue color. Almost all titration we have to add indicator in initial stages, but iodometric titration we have to add indicator in the middle of the experiment because it indicates little bit amount of iodine present in the given solution. That's why we have to add starch indicator at the middle of the titration. That dark blue color solution is again titrated with the sodium thiosulfate solution. That dark blue color is converted into colorless solution. That reading gives the end point of the titration. So this whole procedure is related to main titration procedure. In this experiment, the chemicals are used as first one is phenol solution. That is the unknown volume is given, then we are diluted up to the mark, and 0.1 normal brominating mixture because of the we have to use brominating method. That's why we have to add brominating mixture. Then 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution. Then concentrated HCl because for maintaining acidic nature. Then starch as an indicator. Then we already said that this titration is also called as iodometric titration. That's why we have to add 10% of Ki solution to that titration. Now we are performing main titration procedure. So first we have to pipette out 25 ml of diluted phenol solution to the stopper bottle. So after that we have to add 50 ml of distilled water for the purpose of dilution. After that we have to add 5 ml of concentrated HCl for maintaining acidic nature. Then we have to add brominating mixture to that solution. with a constant shaking because the reaction is complete. So see how the color is changes. Initially the solution color is colorless. After that we have to add one drop or continuously shaking. The reaction color means the solution color is colorless to pale yellow color. So whenever we get pale yellow color, we have to add extra 5 ml of brominating mixture because 1 mole of phenol solution consumes 3 moles of bromide ion. That's why we have to add 5 ml of extra brominating mixture. See, the color is pale yellow color. So the reading is 11 ml. So after that we have to add extra 5 ml, means up to 16 ml we have to add brominating mixture. So after addition of brominating mixture, we have to shake 10 minutes for completion of reaction. So after shaking 10 minutes, we have to add 1 test tube of 10% Ki to the solution. See how the color changes. So initially it was pale yellow color. After addition of Ki, the color is reddish brown color. So that reddish brown color solution is immediately titrated with the sodium thiosulfate solution. So observe how the color will be changes. Reddish brown color is slightly changes to pale yellow color. It indicates that slightly liberation of iodine molecule. So this one is pale yellow color. So after that we have to add starch indicator. So pale yellow color is turned to dark blue color. So the pale yellow color is converted into dark blue color after addition of starch indicator. Then this solution is again titrated with the sodium thiosulfate solution. So dark blue color is slightly converted into colorless. So that reading should be noted in main titration tabular column. That point gives means the dark blue to colorless changes, that durate reading shows that end point of the titration. So again we have to take 2 more concurrent readings for the accuracy purpose. Now we have to perform blank titration reading, means blank titration is without involving analyte. The titration without involving analyte means without involving phenol solution we have to make a titration. So first we have to take 10 ml of brominating mixture, then add 50 ml of distilled water to that solution for the dilution purpose. After that we have to add 5 ml of concentrated HCl. So see how the colorless solution is converted into yellow color solution. After that we have to add 10% Ki solution to that stopper bottle. The yellow color changes to reddish brown color. So that solution is immediately titrated against sodium thiosulfate solution. So slightly the reddish brown color reacts with the sodium thiosulfate solution, that gives pale yellow color. So see how the reddish brown color is converted into pale yellow color. The reddish brown color is converted into pale yellow color. After that we have to add 2 drops of starch indicator. That yellow color, pale yellow color is turned to dark blue color. So again we have to titrate it against sodium thiosulfate solution. At that time the dark blue color is converted into colorless solution. That gives the end point of the blank titration reading. That reading should be noted in the tabular column. That reading is 13 ml. So again we have to take 2 more concurrent reading because of the accuracy purpose.
Next part of the estimation of phenol volumetrically is calculation part. Before we are going to calculation part, we should know about what are the reactions involved in this experiment. Those are Here this experiment is mainly based on brominating method. That's why we have to treated brominating mixture with a concentrated HCl. Brominating mixture means the mixture of KBrO3 plus KBr, that gives a brominating mixture. That brominating mixture is reacted with a concentrated HCl, that gives 3 moles of bromide molecules. That 3 moles of bromide molecules react with the phenol substance, that gives a tribromophenol. So here we are already said that this titration is also called as the iodometric titration. That's why we have to add Ki to the given mixture or given solution. So that Ki is reacted with the excess of bromide molecules, that liberates iodide gas. That liberated iodide gas is again treated with the sodium thiosulfate solution, that gives sodium iodide as well as respected salt. So these are the reactions involved in the experiment, that is estimation of phenol volumetrically. So next part is conversion factor. Conversion factor means an arithmetical multiplier for converting a quantity expressed in one set of units into an equivalent expressed in another. Here we have taken initially mole that is converted into normality. That's why we are using conversion factor. Here in this experiment, 1 mole of phenol consumes 3 moles of bromide molecules, means that is approximately equivalent to 3 moles of iodide molecules. So that gives 6 atoms of iodine, means the 1 mole of phenol is directly equals to or approximately equivalent to 6 atoms of iodine. So 1 mole of phenol is approximately equivalent to 60,000 ml of 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution. So again we have one more doubt, that is how 60,000 becomes. So here again we have to calculate 1 ml of 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate is equivalent to 1 mole of phenol divided by 60,000. So that 60,000 is calculated here. So the main reaction is the iodide molecule is reacted with the sodium thiosulfate solution, that gives a sodium iodide. Here in this reaction 6 moles of sodium thiosulfate molecule reacts with the 3 moles of iodide molecules. So that gives 6 moles of sodium thiosulfate is equivalent to 3 moles of iodide molecules, that is equivalent to 1 mole of phenol, means 6 mole of sodium thiosulfate is directly equivalent to 1 mole of phenol. So we have to calculate 1 mole of sodium thiosulfate. That's why this 6 become denominator. That's why 1 mole of sodium thiosulfate is equivalent to 1 mole of phenol divided by 6. Here we already said that conversion factor means one set of the unit, means one set of the unit is converted into another set. Here the given step is 1 mole of sodium thiosulfate, that is converted into normality, means molarity is converted into normality. That's why we have taken this way. So here sodium thiosulfate is dissolved in 1000 ml water, that gives 1 normal solution. That's why that is equivalent to 1 mole of phenol divided by 6. Here 1000 to 1 ml means this 1000 becomes a denominator. That's why 1 ml of sodium, 1 normal sodium thiosulfate is equivalent to 1 mole of phenol divided by 6000. Here in this experiment we have to use 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate. That's why we have to divide 1 normal to 10, that gives a 0.1 normal. So here in this equation we have to divide both the side by 10. That's why 1 ml of 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate is equivalent to 1 mole of phenol divided by 6000 into 10. That gives 1 ml of 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate is equivalent to 1 mole of phenol divided by 60,000. Therefore, 1 ml of 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution is equivalent to 1 mole of phenol divided by 60,000. That is equivalent to 94 divided by 60,000. So this 94 indicates that molecular mass of phenol solution. That's why 94 divided by 60,000 is equals to 0.001567 gram. Means this much of amount of phenol dissolved in the given solution. So next part is, so now we are going to use this formula, means quantity of phenol present in given solution is calculated by using the formula, that is brominating mixture consumed in terms, that is equals to 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution into 0.001567 into 10 gram. So we are already taken the readings, that is main titration reading is 11 ml. Also we have taken 2 more concurrent reading because to eliminate some errors in this experiment. So mean value of main titration is 11 ml. So mean burette reading for main titration is 11 ml. So also we have taken blank titration reading also. So first reading is 13 ml. Again we have to taken 2 more concurrent readings, that is 13.1 ml and 12.9 ml. So mean value of blank titration is 13 ml. So these mean titration readings are taken in calculation part. So here calculation is, main calculation is quantity of phenol present in a given solution. Before that, how much amount of brominating mixture as well as sodium thiosulfate, that should be denoted in these notations. So first one is quantity of 0.1 normal brominating mixture added to 25 ml of dilute phenol solution, that indicated as a X, that is equals to 16 ml. So next one is 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution required to react with a 10 ml of brominating mixture, that is indicated as a Y. This is also known as blank titration reading, that is equals to 13 ml. So next one is 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution required for entire quantity of brominating mixture, that is denoted as a Z. So Z is equals to X into Y divided by 10. So X here brominating mixture, how much amount of brominating mixture is used in this titration, that is 16 ml, and how much amount of sodium thiosulfate used in this experiment, that is 13 ml. So that is 16 into 13 divided by 10, that gives 208 divided by 10, that is equals to 20.8 ml. So next one is 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution required to react excess of brominating mixture present. So that is also called as a main titration reading, that is indicated as a A, that is equals to 11 ml. So next part is quantity of brominating mixture consumed in terms of sodium thiosulfate, 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution, that is indicated as a B. So that is calculated by the formula B is equals to Z minus A. Here Z indicates 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution required for the reaction, that is 20.8 ml, minus the main titration reading, means 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate solution required to react the brominating mixture, that is 11 ml. So 20.8 minus 11, that gives 9.8 ml. So quantity of phenol present in a given solution. So main aim of the experiment is how much amount of phenol dissolved in given solution, that should be calculated by using the formula, that is equals to B into 0.001567 into 10. Again we have one more doubt, that is why we are multiplied 10. So given solution is pipette out to only 25 ml, but we have to calculate in 250 ml solution, means how much amount of phenol dissolved in 250 ml solution, that's why we have to multiply 10. So B means quantity of brominating mixture consumed in terms of sodium thiosulfate, that is 9.8 ml, into conversion factor, means one unit is converted into another unit, that's why we are using this value, that is 0.001567 into 10, because 250 ml solution, that gives us 0.1537 gram per 250 ml solution. Means the main aim of the experiment is how much amount of phenol dissolved in a given solution, that is 0.1535 gram per 250 ml solution. So the result is quantity of phenol present in a given solution is 0.1535 gram per 250 ml. So we have to complete this experiment, that is estimation of phenol volumetrically. Thank you.